Good morning and welcome to Snowdonia, more specifically the path leading up and round to Pennine Pass. I'm here with my brother Martyn.
Right.
It's a week or so after we did Ben Nevis. We thought we'd do Scotland for a few days and then we're now in Snowdonia. And it's a beautiful morning. This last week, you know, it's been terrible. It's been a real washout, so hopefully, fingers firmly crossed, today is going to stay like this. Sunshine, a thin layer of cloud, and yeah, reasonably warm. There is a bit of a breeze as well, so the plan today, we set off from the camping pods down there. I'll put the name on screen now. Up by the side of the lake, and we're weaving around and up to Pennine Pass. So fingers crossed, if it's not too windy, we're going to do Crib Goch up onto Snowdon. That's the plan. And then down the Watkin Path. The original plan yesterday was to go up the Watkin Path, but we thought, why not? Martyn's done Crib Goch before, I've not done it. Last week we did the Carmore Diarg Arete onto Ben Nevis, so why not? Let's do Crib Goch. Okay, let's see what happens. Onwards. It's the hydro coming down the hill there. Nice little plunge pool there. We're doing the final drag to Pennine Pass now, up out of the valley. It's clouding over a little bit, but not too much. We've left Pennine Pass behind us now. We stopped there for a short snack break and we're now beginning the climb up. They've changed the way the parking works now. After lockdown last summer and all the commotion with people just parking anywhere, they've now made Pennine Pass pre-booked parking only, and also painted lots more double yellows along the side of the road to bring it under control a little bit. It's still a beautiful day. We've left the main track up to Snowdon now, the PYG pig track, and we're heading up towards Crib Goch. You see quite a few people at the top there. That's when the fun begins, along the ridge. I should probably say this before we begin the climb. Crib Goch is definitely not for the faint-hearted. It's a grade 1 scramble, which can be done without ropes, but on a really bad weather day, it's just not a good idea. Today, it's looking good. We were going to make the call when we got down to the path there, where it cuts off, but yeah, it's looking all right. So, grade 1 scramble, grade 2 is the point where you need ropes. If it is wet, then it does go up a grade, I'm led to believe. So yeah, the usual stuff, housekeeping. Proper footwear, proper clothing, and you need a head for heights, and you'll see why in just a moment. we've made it up onto the ridge. Some really technical climbs at one point, but we're here. Let the fun begin. There's a bit of a breeze, but it's not too bad. If you don't mind. That's a bit of a path.
I can see a path on the top of this little bit.
I think you have to go up now. I don't mind telling you, that was close to my limit across there. There were some really like hairy bits. You may have noticed that there wasn't much talking to the camera along there, but yeah, really technical in places. Although you can get away with it without ropes, there is now only 4 of us. 2 guys joined us on the way up, and there was another couple. There was 3 more people actually, and they decided when they got to the top and took a look at it, it was not for them. Yeah, so we've come across the main ridge now, the sharpest point, and we're climbing up again. Whew. So exhilarating though. Martyn just bounds along the top like a gazelle. If you've seen the video we did on Ben Nevis on the Carnmore Diargo Ret, he was wandering along there like he was just wandering down the high street. He's absolutely fearless. But Crib Goch is renowned for being exposed, and you really are on the knife edge. It's really exhilarating, like I say, but not for the faint-hearted. Getting our first views now of the summit of Snowdon. We got some just further back there, but it was in cloud, so keeping the fingers crossed that we get some nice views from the top. Because of COVID, the Summit Cafe and the railway line isn't working at the minute, so we can't toast with the beer at the top. There's the pig track there, leading up to the saddle. What a day. Snowdon summit is absolutely stunning. We've come on a route that misses out that top bit just there, and it skirts along the side. So we're going to join the pig track just in the final switchback up to the little saddle there. What a day. So close to the top of the saddle now, and then it's just a gentle walk up towards the top station and the cafeteria, and then hopefully we'll have to queue to get some video at the top. One of the things that put me off coming to Snowdon a lot over the years is just the sheer amount of people. Because there's the railway line that comes up, there tends to be, on good days at weekends, a queue to get to the top. And I've seen some horror stories of like 50 people waiting in a queue and people falling out. That is not for me. That's not my idea of time spent in the hills. But it's a Tuesday, it's towards the end of May, something like the 25th, and yeah, I think because of the limitations of the car park down there, and also the fact that the railway line isn't running and the cafe isn't open, that will keep a lot of the crowds away. COVID. almost at the top now. The cloud keeps whipping in and out. At the moment I can't see the summit. Sounds like there's something gone off down there because the Sea King helicopter's done a few passes and now it's hovering. So, Coast Guard, Mountain Rescue. What a view though. Martyn is absolutely fearless. I don't know if I wanted to have done that on my own for the first time. I've seen so many pictures over the years. Routes described in things like Trail Magazine and TJO Magazine. And along with Com or Diargoret onto Ben Nevis, it's always been something I wanted to do. But I spent less time in Snowdonia really, even though technically it's around about the same distance from home as the Lake District is. Such a beautiful day though now. Hopefully you can hear me. I've got wind noise protection on the microphones, but yeah, what a day. So glad that we did it. We might have a gentle day tomorrow, Mark, what do you think? Go and sip tea by the seaside. No.
Yeah, we go with a lot. Take a Bratton, right?
I'll try and shelter out the wind for the moment. Got the summit to myself. Dave and Ryan that we were walking up Crib Goch with, they said they did Snowden at the weekend and there was a queue of like 50 people. I know I said that, but they actually said 50 people as well. Or 50 metres rather. And yeah, just not for me at all. This last weekend has been the first weekend that you're allowed to camp in Wales, so I'm not surprised that it was busy. The weekend that's coming up as well is a bank holiday weekend, so that is going to be crazy. They said that they were down in Llandudno, and they saw all the mountain rescue, first response and things like that loading up, probably in preparation for the madness that would probably ensue this weekend. As I mentioned earlier on with the housekeeping of it all, Crib Goch, as you can see, it's not hard to get cragfast, to get stuck if you're not really feeling comfortable, and there are no ways out other than along, upwards or back the way you came. Trying to get off the side, the people that we saw earlier on, they were going to try and go off, and Martyn went back and said because you climb down the screes line, it's quite a bit of a ledge to jump off and it's just not a good idea. So yeah, fingers crossed they've got back home alright. The Sea King helicopter, when I heard that, I was a little bit concerned. Nice one, Mark. What a day. Martyn was going to get the drone up, but he managed to break his screen even more on his phone, so that's not going to happen. What a day. And we managed to get here with no crowds, no queues, no cloud, which is the main thing. Don't mind waiting in a queue, but yeah. Dave and Ryan have taken the Watkin Path down as well, which is our plan. They're staying at the campsite. I'll put the name on screen now. I'm not even going to risk pronouncing it. You may have noticed that I've not tried to pronounce any names out of respect for the Welsh language. Sandwich time, I think. This is a perfect spot for lunch. Second lunch, afternoon tea. Whew. You can see the extent of the Snowden horseshoe now. That is on the list as well at some point. We've done pretty much half of it today. The peak over there, I will put some info on screen now. There's a trig at the top. We skirted off just before the summit of that and came around the side. What a day. How many times have I said that in this video? I'll have to edit some of those out, I think. Nice spot out of the breeze with probably one of the best views that maybe Wales has to offer. The plan over the next couple of days is tomorrow we're still in Snowdonia, but we're going to the Brecon Beacons tomorrow night, staying in the youth hostel there at Brecon, and probably Pennine, Martyn, you reckon? Thursday, weather permitting. It's looking okay at the minute. It's been so changeable these last few weeks. We've had lots of rain, but fingers crossed it's going to be all right. So we might just do another walk tomorrow on the way down there. Maybe go to the Great Orme or something at Snowden. No, we'll see. We're heading off the summit now to the southwest, and we're going to pick up the Watkin Path. We're heading down the Watkin Path now, and looks like a freshly laid path actually. And the website that I read about this path originally had said that it was a really loose scree slope as you got towards the top and you joined the top of the ridge on its way up to Snowden. So maybe, you know, it's going to be all right all the way down. I'm sure I read, you know, as well that this was the first official footpath in the United Kingdom. I'm sure it said that, you know. I think we've reached the section now where they were talking about the loose scree. That nice path has given way, whoop, almost like that rock did. And yeah, it's only a short section here by the looks of it, and it's a nice path that weaves across the top of that ridge there and then down into the valley. And we've made it down to the bottom of the screen now, thankfully. Time to turn. Thanks for the prompt, Garmin. We're just descending past the old slate mine now. It's beautiful. Nice little plunge pool there as well. Such an amazing colour. That's very ornate. That's absolutely stunning. Nice spot to swim down there. If it was warmer, perhaps. Wake up. And we're back at the campsite now. It's been a really enjoyable day. Really enjoyed Crib Goch, and the Watkin Path on the way down was spectacular. When we dropped just below where the slate mine was, it's just beautiful. The waterfalls, the bluebells and stuff like that, it's been great. 20 kilometres in total, something like that. I'll put some more details on screen now about distance, ascent, and in the description there'll be a link to my map. I'm not going to recommend that you do it, but if you do, you really do need to do it at your own risk. As you've seen, it's a tricky route, and there are easier routes if you were to park at Pennine Way, or even if you went up with the Watkin Path. Yeah. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. Bye for now.